Hey guys, it's Zach. Coming to you for an all-day, everyday tip. Today is on mobility work. So for those of you that did CrossFit Open 17.1, I know your low back is still hurting you. So I got some good little mobility drills for you to do at home with anything that can help bring some relief to that low back. But even regardless, this is something if you have chronic low back pain, tight hamstrings, anything along that posterior chain, this is something that you should include daily or every other day in your routine to help free those things up for yourself. So a couple things you're gonna need. One, if you have some sort of bigger ball, so I have a volleyball and it has some air out of it, I can push it in. If you got a basketball, a kickball, could be a big old bouncy ball, kids ball, but something that has a little give to it. You're gonna need a lacrosse ball, and then if you have some sort of big band, but if not, we can still get by without it. So first thing, we're gonna do some gut smashing. So a lot of times we don't think about that. If I'm having a lot of low back pain or backside pain, I could be pretty stiff in my trunk on the front side. So what I want you guys to do is start out with just the ball that you have, the bigger ball, and we're gonna make a circle around your diaphragm, rib cage, pelvic bowl. We're gonna start and we're gonna be moving this ball around, but laying prone, okay? So once you start, you can start right in the middle underneath the top of your rib cage, and then you're gonna lay on that ball. And then all I want you guys to do here is just to really work on your breathing. So get long, relax, full inhales, full exhales, and let yourself just kind of engulf around the ball, okay? Now, as you guys are doing this work, you may run into some spots where you cannot take a full breath in, and more importantly, you cannot fully exhale. Any of those spots that you run along, I want you to stay there until you get your breathing back, okay? So that's part number one. Do a gut smash, think 4 or 5 minutes, where you're just working the full circle of your belly, okay? Part number two. Now we're gonna get into that low back, okay? So this could be done inside. I'm using my plyo box, but you could put your feet up on a couch, a chair, whatever, doesn't matter. But now we're gonna take that ball and we're gonna place it at the base of our rib cage, and we're gonna work on scrubbing side to side and working down towards the top of my pelvis, okay? So think about 2 minutes minimum per side, but put your feet up, relax, take your ball, find that spot, and then allow your body weight to do some of the work for you. Once again, we're gonna peel side to side. If I find a spot in here that is pretty ugly or nasty, I wanna take a breath in. I can hold the top of my breath and then let that air out, and then I can continue peeling these layers apart, okay? Working side to side, back and forth. So spend about 2-3 minutes per side on that, and you're already gonna feel some pretty good relief through your back, okay? So now what we're gonna do from there is then get into our hamstrings a little bit and do some smashing from the hamstring, from underneath the glute on down, just to midway. We're not gonna get towards the knee today, since our focus is on that low back for us, but this can be done with a number of different things. For those of you at home, and you got a bread roller and it's sitting there not doing anything, this is the day you pull this out, okay, and use it. I got some nice tools. I got a roller of my own that I use, thanks to Kelly Starr at Mobility Wad. But even a bigger ball, this could be a softball or anything of that sort. But you're gonna find somewhere to sit. So my box makes a good place to double up on this. I'm gonna actually place my ball right underneath the butt flap, and then I'm gonna sit. And then same thing here, I'm gonna do some side to side scrubbing, okay? And I'm gonna stay really high up in the glute, okay? I'm not gonna go very low. I don't wanna get down into here towards my knee. I wanna stay focused up towards where a lot of tension is created. And then from here as well, I can do some flexing and extending. I can get a little bit more, capture the outside half. I can go inner. Okay, there's a lot of variations here, but I want you guys to, same thing here, is spend 2-3 minutes per side working on finding some different tight spots. And when you do find something, sit on it, breathe, see if you can get that leg to extend, see if you can get the leg to flex, and see if you can free up some of those tissues there, okay? So you did some gut smashing. You did some smashing on your low back, took care of the hammies a little bit where they insert into the glutes and the pelvis there. And then the last thing we're gonna do is work on our long sit position, okay? So now this is where the band would come into play. All right, so if you do have a band at home, this will work great. I like to do it from here where I can kind of hook it into myself and then I put it around my feet. And then this helps my posture from the start. So I'm sitting up nice and tall. And I make sure that I have a little squeeze through my belly. And how I'm gonna execute these reps, I want you guys to think about 10 good reps here today of this, of where you take a full inhale. And then as you exhale, I want you to think vertebrae by vertebrae, you're gonna fold forward. So you're gonna start by exhaling, tucking your chin, rolling your upper back, and then allowing everything to come towards the toes. Once you hit end range, I want you to take a breath there. After you exhale, I want you to reverse the process. So now I try to sit up vertebrae by vertebrae. My chin is the last piece. I want you guys to hit 10 reps of that, okay? Let me know, post comments on the page how you feel after that. Let me know if you had anything that went on during that felt kind of weird. And I hope this helps out your low back and gets you ready for 17.2 all day, every day. I'm out.